Hello, everyone. We are see you once again. And today, I showing to you how to modify and design and then printing out the last in Fusion 360. So we start it. And lesson 1, I'm showing how is to STL file convert to the OBJ shop file. So now we review once again all 3 type different modes and review all the details. And the left hand side, first one, that is the STL file. And the number 2, that is the STL file convert to OBJ file. And from the OBJ file, convert to the OBJ chop file. And number 3, that is the OBJ chop file insert to the Fusion 360 and convert to the T-Spy file. And number 4, the right hand side, that's also is T-Spy file. But you can see it compared to number 3. The number 4 is more square than number 3. The reasons of I convert to the OBJ chop file, I set up the totally numbers of the square by 5,000. And number 3, that is, I set up 2,500. That means it's less than 50% compare of the number 4, the left hand side, the T-Spy model. Okay, so now you can see the number 4, that is square toe. The number 3, that is still round toe as the original. So from the left hand side, number 1, STL file. Number 2, OBJ code file. And number 3, T-Spy file. That 3-piece model is the same as the original one. So the left hand side, that 3-piece 3D model is different of the right hand side, the number 4 square toe. The reasons of I modify the number 3, the T-Spy file, and based on the Fusion 360 in the form environment. So you can see the round toe compare after modify the square toe. It's very big difference. So, and based on the round toe, we can modify in the form environment every toe shape. And we can modify, it's very minor, as we can use by hand to reduce some material or add some material on the wheel last as same. And you can see the square toes instep part compare in the number 3, the instep So I showing to you how is in form environments to modify of the toe shape of the last. I choose the soft modifications. In the toe center of the toes. So now I select the part of the toe and the area and the red color that area. So we modify to be little bit more strongly. And the white color and the edge that is modified will to be very slightly. Okay, so now I increase the 10 mil of the toe length. Okay, you can see it. It's longer. And then so I try to increase 30 mil. You see the toe is more longer. So you can set up how much of the length you're happy to increase or less. And then now I try to add the material in the width. So now I add the almost 10 mils. You can see. So that's an example for your reference. You can do it very slightly or very precisely of every area. And also you can modify point toes or you can modify based on the original file to the $10 or all different type of the shape you want to create on design your own last. Okay. So when we finish, so we have to export the file to the salad body or a survey body. As the lesson 1 I showing to you, we have the two different types of the file. One is a surface body and one is a salad body. So we export the file. We can choose the STL file. Also, we can choose the OBJ file too. And the file we can choose the surface. Also, we can choose the salad. But I prefer you have to save and export the file by body. Okay? So, and we export the file. After, we have to use the killer to modify of your new last model to printing out for inspection and review. So the killer is my favorite software to modify and set up the 3D model and convert to the G-code for the printing. And most of the 3D printing machine, they have their own 3D software. But I will happily use the killer to doing the 3D model modify and set up in the 3D printing and export the G-code for the printing. So in the killer, you can see the 3D model is set up in the 3D printing. And that 3D printing, I use the created CR10S Pro. Because CR10S Pro, the 3D printing machine, the size is bigger and it's suitable for the printing out whole half piece, the last, as you see in the screen, you see it. And also CR10S Pro, the size is suitable to printing out of the men's 42 size of the last. So it's good for me. And also the size enough to printing out of the insole, outsole, or half piece shoes coming out of a men's size 42. So I would prefer you buy the bigger size for your printing out your 3D model and not the small size, the printing machine. Okay, so when we set it up and setting all details and the request of the 3D model and the killer. So we have to checking once again, and everyone as well or not as well. Now you can see, and killer, I set up the 3D model, the thickness, by 1 mil. Because if you set up less than 1 mil, the last after pinning out, that is not enough to strong. So that's why we at least to set up the thickness at least 1 mil and keep the last pinning out still enough to strong and not twisty, and keep the straight and all the figure as exactly the 3D model. Okay, so we double check as well. And then so we can export the G-code. And then so we install in the 3D printing to going to printing out the model for inspection. So, and this one is round toe. I'm printing out this one, the round toe first. It looks like it's gorgeous, very well. I'm very happy. The surface very smoothly. And I just take one times, I'm successful. And this one is the second one, the square toe. You see the surface very smoothly. Yeah. So when both last after printing out, I'm double checking. And then you can also I put the tip in the last surface. So I see is I measurement all figure, all part of figure is exactly the production existing last. Just minor difference. So, but anyway, that's the less, I mean the difference of less than half size. It's very minor compared of the existing last. So, and also I put the 3M tip and drawing the top line of the new design in there. And the square toe. So all parts as designed and as my amended. So everyone very well. And you can see the square toe, the edge is a little bit more rounder than the left hand side, the original. Because I was amended in Fusion 360. I amended a little bit round of all of the edge. And the lesson 3, I will showing to how to create and design the heel to matching of the last. And that's to be very exciting things. So as the pictures, I have the 5 difference of the heel designed to matchings of the last. And I can save the time to conversation with the heel factory. I can make the total heel and matchings of the together and doing the new design, a new collection. So thank you for your watch of the lesson 2. If you need to face-to-face internet meetings, I can arrange for you. We can join together to explore how to use the Fusion 360 to doing the footwear design. So, we see you next lesson and have a good weekend. Bye bye.